Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have an updated office craft room tour. Now, I get asked all the time how I store all of my projects, how I keep so organized, so I figured I would kind of go over my storage systems, what I do, where I film at, you know, kind of give you a little bit of behind the scenes of what it's like to do YouTube and run a business all at the same time. Okay, so first off, right behind me, this is my Workbox 3 that came from the original scrap box. Now they sent this to me and now they have the Dream Box. But this is a great piece of furniture for keeping organized. So I've got like all my glitters where I can see them, well, not all of them. But I also keep like tools, different types of adhesives, jewelry making stuff, papers, faux leathers, Gorilla Glue, all that kind of stuff is all in these little cubbies. And then like these, I have like breakaway blades, all that fun kind of stuff. But then this section is pretty much all the stuff that is special to me. So, you know, stuff from the kids, that type of thing, all my Disney loves. But keeping things in cubbies and keeping things separated is extremely important. At least in my book, because, you know, I've got to switch gears 20 million times a day, or at least that's what it feels like. So, you know, I've got to be prepared. So everything small is organized over here. This is the table you see me filming at when I'm doing like a weeding project, an adhesive project, painting project. That's why there's paint everywhere. But also, I get asked how I store like my Easy Weed and wooden picks. I keep this little pin cup holder next to me, so I have another breakaway blade. I keep my picks in here pointy side up, so that way they don't get damaged. You don't want to put them pointy side down, but I don't ever really replace the corks. Squeegee, denatured alcohol, all that kind of stuff. Then over here is my heat press setup. But if you look at that wall, I have some important stuff over there. My 100,000 plaque, my Beauty and the Beast picture my in-laws got me for Christmas, and then that is a picture that Nadia picked whenever we were at Disney World in 2015. It is a hand-sketched drawing of Anna, Elsa, and Olaf. Then over here is my heat press setup, and I do have another tripod, so that way we can take and film over the heat press so you can see more of what I'm doing, because, you know, seeing is a whole big part of it. But if you come over this way, I do keep beside me Teflon sheets, parchment paper, my t-shirt guide, which I've got multiples of even though I don't really need it. But I keep a lot of those things handy right there. Now this is the makeup area. If you want, there's tours on all of that on my second channel. But again, up top is a lot of things that are very special to me because I spend more time at work than I do pretty much anywhere else. So I want my work area to be happy. And since I film at work and stuff like that, so before I started my second channel, my makeup's been up here. But it's kind of grown a little bit. This is more makeup stuff, but that's typically where I do my hair. Then we have my ear collection, more artwork from Disney. And all of these cubbies are makeup related, so we're not really gonna get into that. But this right here is extra camera equipment. I have bags. These are projects that are just waiting to be done if I decide to do them. Now, I get asked a lot, how do I store my vinyl? Well, since my office is in the store, my vinyl pretty much stays out front. But at IKEA, they sell these little bag rolls. They're like $2 or $3. And these work great for storing your vinyl. And it looks good. But then I also have this big dresser. And it holds a lot of projects. So we've got all different kinds of projects. And then if anybody has ever sent me anything, I hold on to everything that y'all send me, just in case you're wondering. So all the letters and cards and stuff like that is all stored in there, and I go back and look at it from time to time because I think that is so important. But the big key is having storage. Storage. So, I mean, as you can see, all these drawers are pretty much full of different projects. Some that I haven't gotten to. And then I also buy lots of extra things whenever I go to do a project, just in case something messes up. So that's what I do. Then if you come over here, I have another set of cubbies. These are our little foods. Me and Cameron love to collect these little Shopkin real littles because they're so adorable. Like, how can you not love a little bitty waffle? But my favorite one is probably the thick and fluffy, because I'm thick and fluffy. But my husband's gonna build a shelf to store all these on. But again, we've got more projects out the wazoo. That's what we do. And then over here, this shelf is where I keep all of the glassware, because I need to be able to see what I have. And 90% of this glassware came from the Dollar Tree. It is the best place to get for either if you're making it to sell it or if you're making it just to keep. Dollar Tree has great glassware that is inexpensive. And that picture right there, that is the Stitch holding the frog. Cameron picked that on our 2018 Disney trip. So that one is pretty special. But I've got some of my quotes from Disney. This is the Stahls Easy Weeding Table. So what's cool about this thing is if you've got stuff that has tiny detail and you do a lot of weeding, these aren't super expensive. I think they run about $400 or $500. You turn this puppy on and this gets warm, so you can weed your vinyl easier. If you've ever weeded your vinyl when it's warm, you'll know what I mean. It weeds like an absolute dream. Again, a cubby, well, not really a cubby, that's a plastic tub with more stuff in it, because yeah, there's never enough room. Okie dokie. So now we're getting into some of the stuff I'm sure you're excited to see. So I have this metal shelf. This came from IKEA, and it's actually two of them put together. And I have these little hooks that you can buy in like their curtain department, so I can hang up my mats. But what's nice about this shelf is it is deep enough to set all of my machines on. Well, not all of them. But if I'm working on a longer project, I can scoot these forward so the mat doesn't hit the wall. And if you notice back here, I have a good 6 inches or so of the machine away from the wall. So that way, if I am working on longer projects. So I've got lots of machines. I've got the GCC, the Scan and Cut. This is the Prism Cut. This is Cricut, and then we have the Silhouette. I've got more blades down there. This is one of the things that I find helpful whenever I'm dealing with my blades, is I bought this little cubby, I think it was at the Dollar Tree. And someone's hot rodding down the road, I'm sorry. But I keep all my blades sorted and separated out, and then after I'm through with them, I throw them away. I always keep the little rubber caps, so that way I can throw them away. That is my camera bag. Then we have more stuff, lots more stuff. This is my Sawgrass, this is my Sublimation printer, this is the SG400. And then I have this little cabinet here that I have sublimation paper, all different kinds of inks, paper, all of my manuals, because those are important to keep, to double check back on things. So that's all in there. And then because I have so much crap to plug in, this thing, this Manhattan USB thing, and this holds I think like 28 different USBs, is wonderful. So I have all my machines plugged into it. I have thumb drives, I've got printers, I've got memory card readers. It makes life easy. And even like my camera battery that holds it. And then I have an extra little plug up here. That is an extra outlet for my Apple Watch and for my phone. And then this is more of my desk area. Take a sip of my drink. And so I've set it up now where I have another monitor because I think being able to see what I'm doing a little bit better is important. Sorry. So my computer that I use, and I use this for all of my stuff, is an Alienware. I don't remember what it is, but it's got an i7. It's a gaming laptop, but because I do artwork and editing, it's important to have something that's fast. So that works great. And then my monitor size for the external monitor is a 32-inch. So I can really see myself blown up, and sometimes, girls, it ain't pretty. Okay. Then this is the printer I use most of the time when I'm doing any accounting or things like that. This is a Brother, what is this? HL6200W. This is a duplex, just black and white printer. When you print a lot of pages, laser jet, that is black and white, is the best way to go. And this one will take and do both sides at one time. It's really neat, so it's easy to use. Then I have right here product samples. This is where I keep my specialty materials books so I can keep track of what's new. So that is handy to keep there. We never forget, this is my calendar. I keep everything that I wear for makeup or just different projects. I try to keep things organized there. Then we have more places to store stuff and more cute stuff because, again, I'm up here. Those drawers are full of a bunch of junk, so I'm not going to show you all that. Then this is probably another one of my favorite things. That is my Tinkerbell wall. So as you can see, I have a lot of pieces of Tinkerbell. So my three favorite Disney characters are Tinkerbell, Eeyore, and Belle. Hands down, no questions asked. So whenever we first started going to Disney as adults, once Caden was ready for vacations, I started collecting Tinkerbell pieces. And so it's kind of turned into a lot. But I love anything Disney. And then you may be wondering what this setup right here behind me is. This is for taking pictures. So what I do, I don't know if this is on here yet. So the little thingies are from a company called Replica Surfaces, and we made the signboards. But these little things to hold them up are great for being able to take pictures of either products or whatever. So it shines the light down and we can flip it back and forth. We need to make some more panels because I like to have a lot of different options. But yeah, that is my office tour. And then this is the new printer because I told y'all we ordered a new printer. This is the new Brother Direct-to-Garment. This is the GTX Pro. We love this thing. So if you like this office tour, craft room tour, whatever you want to call it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment what your favorite part is. And if you have any organization tips, please leave them down below because Lord knows, as you can see, I have more stuff than I know what to do with. But yeah, don't forget to check me out on all my social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. But I guess that's it, so we'll see y'all later. Bye.